wanted to walk on one of the longest pedestrian-only bridges in the world? Me too, right? So let's just jump into it. Let's go to Chattanooga, Tennessee. So my trip started with a day trip down to downtown Chattanooga, and I started at the Sleepyhead Cafe, and they had an amazing cappuccino. It was delicious, but it's located in a very downtown Chattanooga. So I asked the barista, it was a Saturday, and I'm like, where's all the people? But he told me that if you keep walking towards the North Shore or towards the water, you find more activity, as in like good souvenir shops. There's also a lot of other cafes, also a lot of good restaurants. There's beautiful parks. So after sipping on my cappuccino for a bit, I decided to walk towards the North Shore and explore a little more. So as you keep walking towards the water, you get closer to the water, you'll see the Walnut Street Bridge, which I mentioned before. It is one of the longest pedestrian-only bridges in the world. And it's really cool looking. There's a lot of people. When I was there, I got there around maybe 10:30, 11-ish, so it was a lot of activity already. So if you want that epic photo op, I definitely recommend to be there at like sunrise or sunset. It might be less people too, but I snapped some photos, we walked around for a bit. It was very cute. It's very, very, very like family-friendly area, especially the parks. But after walking around for a bit, it was pretty toasty this day. So I actually decided to get my stuff and head back to the mountains and cool off for a bit. So the place that I stayed at in the mountains had probably one of the sickest views I've ever had in my entire life. It didn't matter if it was morning, midday, midnight, or afternoon. It was always epic. And you know, not having great phone service, which can be pretty frustrating at times, especially when you work with content creation or social media, I decided to instead embrace it and actually really put away the phone. Just have my cup of coffee or even a glass of wine or making s'mores by the open fire with the camera next to me and just enjoy the moment, enjoy the stillness, not playing music or whatever, just listen to the surroundings and waiting for all the cute little birds to come around, or maybe the little deer that actually peeked out for a little bit. But it was absolutely amazing, and definitely something that I needed at that time to just disconnect and be present. And it's something I think we all kind of need to practice a little bit more in our everyday life. And this was definitely the ultimate place to do so. You know, just sitting there in the mountains, see the colors changing. There's even birds of all sizes and colors. It's just like, I just love trips like these. Even if I don't get the epic banger photos all the time, because doing nature, landscape, or animal photography takes patience, and it's not a guarantee that you're gonna get an epic shot every time. It's a patience game, and in some ways, yeah, it's kind of a luck game as well, because you can't control nature, right? But just to sit up here and have these moments and just the waiting game, I'm very grateful that I'm able to do that. And I'm very grateful that I'm able to go on trips like these, because it's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Mind-blowing. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. A little bit of downtown, a little bit of mountains. Just stay tuned. In the next episode, we're gonna go to another area, which is, yeah, it's like hard to compare all the cool areas in the mountains, but they just keep like surprising me with new views and mind-blowing stuff. Anyways, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. But up until the next time, have an absolutely amazing day. Hej då!